real though? For real though.
For real though.
For real though.
Hey, y'all for real though?
Welcome to the For Real Tho
Podcast
with your host Albert Cantu
and Davin Keeley.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, do you know what's crazy?
What?
I feel like finally, like this year has been like up in the air, but
Yeah.
I am busy in real estate.
I am too.
I know.
I've been really, really busy.
Like I've actually had to look at my calendar and be like, oh yeah, I have to say no because I can only help you tomorrow.
That busy?
I know. I have been.
I
know. I have like a couple pre-approvals and I have some listings coming up, but
Yeah.
I'm blessed.
That's great. And I love to hear that. And then I'm the same way too. I don't even have time for my family.
You've never had. I'm kidding.
I don't have. They're like, Dad, we love you. I was like, yeah, whatever. I gotta go.
Yeah. I'm going to a closing.
Hold that thought. I'll be right back. I was today, like, I got here late to the studio because I was out showing houses to a client, and we went and looked at 5 different condos. It's so funny though. Because,
I love that.
Yeah. The thing is that, you know, you have your clients who say, oh, I like this, I like this, I like this. And they're looking at the pictures, and the pictures look great, right? And I have to tell them, like, listen, we still need to go see this. I said, because the pictures can sometimes be a little misleading.
Wait, do you have that vision too? Like, because I'll have a client send me something from Zillow,
Yeah.
but I can see through the type of image. Like, I'm already like, yeah, no grass is that green, right?
And, you know, of course, they have to tell you that's virtually staged, right? Sometimes the pictures don't disappear where the furniture disappears, rather. So, you know, it'll mention it on there. But my client was asking me, he goes, Albert, is it, if they're virtually staged, does that mean that they're trying to hide something? Like maybe it's
The
not
cockroaches?
like maybe it's not as nice. I'm like, no. I said, they're just trying to give you an idea of what the space could look like.
Yeah, it's very neutral.
Yeah. So I said, you know, it doesn't mean anything. Don't let that make you feel like you shouldn't go look at the home. We should go look at them. Whatever you think you like, we should go look at it, because the pictures don't really tell the whole truth.
Yeah, like my
until you
dating
get there.
profile.
Yeah, exactly. And you've seen those memes, like the realtor that looks like on their card, and what they look like in real life.
It's like,
they look like Brad Pitt on the card, and then in real
like
life,
Steve Buscemi on.
they're like Steven Seagal.
Oh yeah, Steven Seagal.
Why did I pick Steven Seagal? I feel bad.
Well,
I should have said like a Hobbit or something.
What's wrong with The Hobbit?
I don't know.
Have you ever watched Lord of the Rings?
I've watched. Yes, I've only watched one of the. Only one
Only one ring.
Only one ring I've only seen, and it was the ring with the little little monito.
Oh, Frodo?
Yeah, him.
Or Bilbo?
Oh shoot, I don't know. The little ugly one, the one with the
Gollum. Oh, that's Gollum. Yeah.
I sound like him, don't I?
You look like him. That's so funny. Oh man. So
we got some sad news though.
I know.
Did you
it's
hear?
so sad.
Did you see that?
I'm gonna
here we go.
cry.
This one, no, not this one. Gradys announced today that it's immediately closing.
Immediately. You're like,
All 3 San Antonio locations.
do you think they told their?
After 70 years of being here in San Antonio.
I know.
Why is your lip quivering?
Because I loved this place. I used to go with my grandpa. I think you could have like events there. They have their own like event center and like a separate room. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's weird because it's one of those things where like it was a part of my childhood, but I'm not going now. You know what I mean? So it's now I care that it's gone.
I'll be honest with you. I thought they were all closed already.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that they were still
Is
around.
Fuddruckers still open?
Fuddruckers is gone. They're not here anymore either.
That's really sad.
Now with Fuddruckers,
Let's name other things that are sad.
my lip is quivering for Fuddruckers because I loved the cheese that you would get out of that the pump.
The molten, the molten cheese. You could like pump it, right?
Yes, and it had the little chunks of jalapenos in it.
Okay, well, let's talk about Grady's. So
I feel so sad.
put it on repeat. My tiny violin.
Tell us about what's happening with Grady's.
Oh, wait, this is a really depressing article.
Let's read it.
We regret to announce that Gradys BBQ, after serving the community for 70 plus years, has closed.
Oh, let me put the sad music back on. Keep reading.
We want you to know. Oh, wait, should I do it in a sad?
No, just read it. That's fine.
We want you to know that our #1 priority is to find suitable employment for as many of our employees
that's
as
nice.
possible.
That's nice of
in
them.
San Antonio. We also want to personally thank our loyal customers for allowing us to serve in your community for so many years. You are part of the Gradys family forever. We'll miss you so much.
You know, the chicken was really good there, though.
Fried?
I
No,
love the fried
catfish.
chicken. Oh, the catfish. I don't think I ever had catfish.
I think everything fried there was really good.
Yeah,
was good.
And I used to love the little bar when you'd walk up to the bar because they always had like pickles and onions and jalapenos that you could. I like all you can eat. It was like a buffet.
Sad. We have our heads down.
All right, well, we have to say goodbye to Gradys. Unfortunately, they're not going to be here anymore.
Sucks.
So that really does suck. So goodbye, Gradys, but thank you for all that you did for
There
the
is
San
good
Antonio.
news. We just found out that there's a new business that's opening up here in town.
Yeah, it's a scary place too. It's the San Antonio. It's a couple actually. They've opened up what's called House of Nightmare Horrors. It's a shop on the south side of town. That's kind of cool, actually. You know, there's a lot of people here that love Halloween.
It's
and are
spooky.
big, and they're big. I guess what do you call them? Horror buffs.
Oh yeah.
That they like. I'm gonna turn this off because it's really scary.
it's
It's really scary.
Yeah. But do you see the arm hair is sticking up?
I'll go turn that off. But yeah, so it's they're actually selling a lot of features like home decor, jewelry, and even more. So. Jasmine Dela Cruz, who was actually born in October, she grew up having costume-themed parties, watching horror films, and enjoying scary movies. Her mother introduced her to the spooky scene, and now she's doing the same with her own 2-year-old son.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is really cool. So she's passing it down. You know, when I was a little growing up, I'm sure people thought, well, today they probably think differently, but back then, my mom always took us to go see it. We saw Friday the 13th at the theaters. We saw all the Halloween movies. I saw The Exorcist at the theater when I was little. So, and I'm still good. And nothing bad happened to me.
So is this for like birthday parties?
Yeah. So it looks like what they're doing is they've opened up a shop basically for people who want to come in and shop for all things horror
Halloween
movies.
year round.
Yeah, it's Halloween. And you know what?
You know what?
I don't know.
That's needed.
There's the Halloween stuff or just the...
Just all year round, because like the Halloween stores like show up. I like the meme where it's like like a Walgreens closes down.
Yeah.
Spirit Halloween's already claimed it.
And I like going into Spirit Halloween. I don't even go in there really to shop because I just want to go in there just to see all the stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool just to go in there and then see all this, and then you touch all the scary what do you call those things?
Oh, like the
little
lifelike,
like the animatronic,
like
thingies.
Frankenstein.
Yeah, and they
and
kind of
stuff.
jump out at you. So I like all of that stuff. I like going in there and then buying the little plastic roaches and all this other stuff. So it's really cool. So I think this is a really cool idea that they brought. And I don't. Does it say where this is? I know it's on the south side. Oh, here it is. So it says here the couple grew up on the south side, and they actually graduated from Southside High School, and now living close by their business. So Leonardo, who owns his own barbershop, is called Certified Fades. We just gave them a plug. Certified
sweet.
Fades. That's actually a really cool name. Which is right next door to his wife's new.
Oh,
place.
same complex.
Yeah, it's a House of Nightmares, and they can be found in a new strip mall located at 7903 Southwest Loop 410.
House of Nightmares?
It's near Pearsall Park. Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. I think that's really cool. I hope they have a lot of success with that. And maybe we'll go in there and we'll buy some stuff and then talk about them again.
Yeah, I'm all for like supporting new
so-
businesses. So
congratulations to Jasmine and Leonardo de la Cruz.
yes, congratulations on y'all's business.
For what they're bringing the South Side. Cool stuff. That's our little our audience right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got to talk about this. This is really cool.
Yes.
Don't you think? I mean, you found this today in today's news, and here's another prime example of AI taking over.
Well, it's weird because like in the last 6 months, AI has just consumed everything. We're talking like education,
Yep.
we're talking like jobs, and today Google actually had an event where they were going over all of their AI technology that's coming out as of right now, and it looks like Wendys, the restaurant,
Yeah.
is partnering up with Google to do like an AI like order taking
It's a chatbot.
chatbot
Yeah.
for Wendys.
Yeah. So now when you go through Wendy's to the drive-thru, you can. Well, so remember there's this thing that when you go through the drive-thru, some of them it'll say, "Hi, thank you for thank you for shopping Wendy's," or doesn't say shopping, but thank you for coming by or whatever. Would you like to try our burger of the month or whatever.
Oh, so is it
but
like
it's
a
always
button?
a recording? Yeah, it's like a
Oh.
recording. It's not even it's not even really them saying
Do you want to hear something weird about me?
What?
I don't like drive-thrus. It's a pet peeve of mine.
Why? What's wrong with them?
I think it's lazy.
What?
Yeah, I like going inside a restaurant and eating, but I don't like going through like a drive-through because it usually takes longer. Like Chick-fil-A, they always have this huge line.
Oh, yeah.
And I could just park and go inside and eat, and then that person is still on their phone.
No,
in the line.
Chick-fil-A's pretty fast.
I don't know. Some of them
No,
aren't.
they're pretty good. I think they're pretty.
Yeah,
fast.
but their line is out in the street.
That's how good they are.
Yeah, but you
people
can-
will get in that long
You
line
can just
because
go
they know
inside.
they're not going to be in the line that long.
I guess the pandemic kind of changed me.
You probably did, but
Where I don't want to be in like my car, especially I don't want my car to smell like Wendy's nuggets or something.
Oh. Why? Wendy's nuggets smell good.
Not in my car.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, that's kind of weird. I've never heard of anybody that said they didn't like going to the drive.
I don't. Well, you know what's really funny? I think the reason why is because I've always had small cars.
Maybe that's what it is.
Because I'm like a toddler trying to reach up like from the window, like
Thank you, sir.
Well, it says here that Wendy's is partnering with Google to create an AI chatbot that can take orders at its drive-thrus, which we know you hate.
I hope it's sassy.
That was reported today by the Wall Street Journal. It says the fast food chain has plans to bring its first Wendy's Fresh AI-enabled drive-thru to Columbus, Ohio. It opens up in June. It says the chatbot will be able to take your verbal orders from customers who line up at Wendy's drive-thru kiosk. All hopes that that it will help reduce long wait times.
Well, do you know what's weird? I could see, like, when you were telling me this, I thought of an idea. They should hire celebrities to become the AI.
Like the voice?
Yeah, like the voice of the month or something. Like Snoop Dogg would be like, would be taking your order.
Hey, buddy.
That's really smart.
I don't even know how to do a...
That was definitely
That's not
Snoop
right.
Dogg.
That was not stupid. Hey, what y'all doing? I don't know. Is that not... No? That's not...
Hey, what y'all doing?
I don't know.
That is...
Come on down, get your shanizzle whizzle. Or,
There you go, for shizzle my nizzle.
For shizzle my nizzle, get your french fries or whatever. I don't know.
And your drizzle.
And your drizzle. Ooh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
It says Wendy worked with Google to build a tailored chat box on top of the company's existing large language, which they're trying to teach. They're trying to teach this AI how to talk Wendy's lingo. So it says here, part of Google's work with Wendy's means ensuring that the AI is brushed up on some of Wendy's lingo, such as knowing that a milkshake actually translates to frosty.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what if I said, yeah, let me have a JBC? What am I saying?
A junior bacon cheeseburger.
Oh, see, so
I'm hungry.
It says as soon as the chatbot takes a customer's order, it actually will appear on the screen for the line cook. So there's going to be real people working there, still making the burgers. A worker will then hand the completed meals to the customers, then pick it up at the window, just like any other order. But this is actually different from what McDonald's is doing. McDonald's has
McDonald's
full AI right now. Like
Jeez.
there's no human beings inside the restaurant, and the machines and everything are making your burgers and giving it to you.
I'm gonna miss like the fights that happen in like
The World Star.
yeah, the World Star videos of the McDonald's workers fighting with the clients.
Oh my God. So this is actually, so really in actuality, it's actually kind of sad because there's not going to be any more employees really working.
Where am I gonna work?
That's
when
what I'm
the
saying.
real
Like-
estate market?
like this is it. There's no more employees working inside.
Maybe we should have a chatbot for our podcast.
Then we don't have to come to work anymore, and then we just have the AI talk to this whole show.
We could just go get margaritas.
Ooh, I like that idea too.
You know, speaking of margaritas,
We have some coming in, don't we?
yeah, we have some coming in today.
Yeah, and
with our guests.
With our
too.
guest, yes.
Yes.
So we got to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, though, we have our guest and our margaritas, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Awesome.
Rooffix Solar Energy. At Rooffix Solar Energy, they have solved the problem with ugly ass solar.
That's right. Their partnership with JF Energy provides an exclusive solar system that installs like a skylight, producing a beautiful roof that will start saving you money from day one.
Eliminate your energy bill and get a 30% tax credit, no out-of-pocket expense, and they offer you a lifetime warranty.
All right. So if you're looking to go solar and reduce your carbon footprint, call Rooffix Solar Energy today at 210-454-2400 or go to their website at roofixsa.com.
Oh yeah.
All right, welcome back to the For Real Tho Podcast.
Podcast
with your host, Albert Cantu.
and Davin Keeley.
Wow, you gave yourself the best introduction ever.
I never get to drink margaritas, so this
I know,
is great.
this is exciting. We have margaritas in the building right now. We're going to just do cheers real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers right now. We got 3 margaritas, and they are courtesy of Brent Zook with Z-Line Foundation.
Thank you, Brent.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
Thanks
I
for having me.
appreciate that. This is good. This is good. Brent, thank you so much. You know what? It's good to have some alcohol because it makes you feel, a little bit more
It's a good
comfortable.
icebreaker.
Do you know what's crazy
It
about
is.
this? It tastes like lemonade.
It does taste like lemonade. It
Wait,
tastes like
I
we left our
taste-
slush out too long.
Do you don't taste the alcohol at all?
No.
How come I taste it? Because I taste the alcohol.
Oh, yours was tampered with.
It's actually pretty good. Thank you for where did we get these? Beer and all.
I think it was beer and all,
Beer and all. Yeah,
down the
so-
street.
And these are big cups. This is a 32-ounce margarita.
I know. I think they have bigger ones, too.
Yeah, they have like the 44 or something.
Do they really?
Crazy.
I'm gonna. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to guzzle as much as I can. You're gonna start to hear the difference in my voice because I will.
Yeah, at the end, like skip to the end, and he's like, so where are we going after this?
I'm gonna be flipped upside down. And speaking of flip,
Oh, yeah.
that's what Brent does.
Mm-hmm.
Brent,
Yeah.
you specialize in flipping homes. We obviously we want a lot of people. We have a lot of people listening to our podcast, but a lot of realtors listen to the podcast,
Right.
and even regular people might want to think about maybe getting into the world of flipping. But you've been doing this for a while. Tell us a little bit about how you got into this business.
Yeah, sure. And I actually own a company called Flip the Tone City. It's my wholesale operation.
I like that. You hear me? ASMR. So tell us a little bit about how you got started in this business.
So I was a home builder for national production home builder.
Yeah.
And our whole thing is we like to break up properties just like everybody else, wholesale off market. We'll buy listings, like we put offering on a listing today.
Okay.
We work with a bunch of agents.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
You're going to start working with just 2.
Yeah, right. And so
They're called Albert and Davin.
The kind of the idea is just we're trying to keep the money in the local economy.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
love
awesome.
that. You were just talking about earlier today, with all you have you specialize in Airbnbs as
Yeah,
well.
we did. We exited. We're out of that market.
So you're out of that market, but what you're doing now with the ones that you do have, you're doing something really cool for the community, and this is helping a lot of women and children. And tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, the idea behind it is that normally what's been happening in the investor world is they take, the investors are coming from out of state, and then that money goes with them back out of state, so it doesn't help our local economy. And most of the areas that are being targeted by investors are the lower income or the neighborhoods that need help.
Yeah.
Right? And so instead of stripping the neighborhoods or the communities, we're trying to help those communities basically.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we house a bunch of guys right now, different people that are homeless. We find them in the neighborhoods walking around, and we put them in the house while we're building the house out. It does 2 things. It gives them a place to stay.
That's
we
nice.
put them on payroll, and then it gives us security.
That's amazing.
You know
So
what I mean?
yeah, because somebody's there on the property, right?
Right,
So
right.
somebody's watching at the same time. But
We don't have theft.
You're giving them also an opportunity. Now they get to stay there for free.
for as long as they need to.
Oh,
well, as
wow.
long as, and what ends up happening is we end up moving them down the line. So we have guys that have been with us for 9 months to a year now.
Oh,
Like Mr. T is cool. We've had him for forever.
Mr. T, the
Yeah, Mr.
celebrity.
T, he's cool, man.
Really?
He's a cool cat. Yeah, he's a cool dude.
So wait a minute.
Wait. I'm confused.
Hold on.
Not the celebrity. Mr.
Oh, I was like,
I was
I
sorry.
pity a fool.
No, not that guy. No,
I was right.
He's
The
a little
A
guy.
team is a part of this.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's just he was actually when we got the listing, there was a warning of the hostile squatter on the premises.
Oh, okay.
And so when we showed up with the agent and we met him, then we talked, and so we put him on payroll basically. So he's been with us
Wow.
since. Yeah, he's cool.
Oh, that's amazing.
He's a good dude actually, and it helps them out in a lot of ways because people don't realize that homeless are real people. And then the second thing is that they don't have if you don't have an address, a permanent address to be at, it's hard to get a job. It's hard to get
yeah.
ID. You can't register this and that and other thing. So first thing we do is get them set up, get their IDs, get them, you know what I mean, and try to help
that's
them
nice.
get their life
Kind of get,
back.
yeah, like it's helping them get their feet on the ground.
Boost their
and-
confidence a little bit. You
Yeah.
know? You're
Yeah.
in charge of something. Here, you're in charge of this project. Whatever it takes to get you kind of going again in life.
It reminds me of those videos I would see on Instagram, where a hairstylist would go into
a homeless
Oh,
community, and they were like,
neighborhood.
"Let's give you like a complete
Makeover.
makeover
Yeah, those
for
are
your
awesome. I
job
love
interview
that.
today," or
Yeah,
something like that.
Those are amazing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, some of the coolest. We recorded a bunch of conversations with guys, and we were thinking about starting something similar like this, ourselves, but we never did it. But the premise was like, they're real people. If you talk to them, it's amazing. The social issues and stuff that are going on in the world. Sorry to be. I don't want to get too deep into that, but
Let me put the sad
it's,
music. Let me
it's
put the sad
real.
music.
It's a real thing. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
So it's something that's close to my heart, just for my own reasons, and so we're happy to be able to do something.
No, and I think that's
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah.
That really says a lot about you and your company, and of course all the people that you work with. To be able to say what a blessing to be able to do what you do, to be able to give back.
That's the point.
Yeah.
We're taking enough out of the community. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, I
Right.
feel like the investors, there's enough money. If you buy a property, distressed property or property somebody doesn't want, or someone is passed or divorced or whatever the case is, foreclosure, you're winning. You know what I mean? You're getting over on somebody in some way.
Right.
And the reality to that is that, buying a home is your biggest purchase of your life for most people, right? So
Right.
that investment, I just feel like you should give back. If you're
Yeah.
doing it and you're making 50% markup on a property, like,
Right.
there's no reason
Yeah.
you're not helping somebody in the community.
No, I totally agree with you on that. I have to ask though, for somebody like myself, like, do I have to have money in the bank just if I want to start getting into the world of flipping? I mean,
No.
I always think to myself like, oh, I've got to have extra dollars in my bank
No.
account just to kind of get this thing kind of going, because there's so many people out there that probably think the same way that I think. Like, I have to have money in the bank before I can even get into
And I feel like a lot of agents go to like these like seminars and all this stuff,
Stop going to seminars.
but I don't want to be sold a product.
Right.
So
The thing is that you can, anything that anybody's going to regurgitate at a seminar, you can learn on your own.
Okay.
Like, and the reality to that is, those guys got to get you. That's a huge industry. There's a lot of money in that industry. The reality to it, to me, in my perspective, and I'll probably get some hate for this, but my perspective is, first off, the word, like the term investor, is kind of a joke, because reality is, unless you stumble upon one of these big syndicated, huge investors somewhere around, most of the time, if you're a normal guy, they're just a normal person. They have $0. Like, most of them don't have money.
they're using other people's money.
Whether you're using
right?
private money or hard
Yeah.
money or whatever kind of alternative lending you can get, and like, I tell people this all the time. I closed on my first 2 deals through a Houston-based hard money lender, private money lender, and they're pretty well known in the area. Yeah, they didn't even have my ID. I closed 2 houses.
Oh.
They didn't even. I mean, it was like email me your credit report, and yeah, we're gonna close tomorrow. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, they don't. There's so much money in that industry. They just need to move it. It needs to be moved and flipped, because they're in the money flipping business, right? So they got
Right.
that money's got to make money for them, or they're paying interest on it, and it's not good.
So it's got to move quick.
So when you're paying on like a hard money loan, if you get a hard money loan, what happens is, like a fix and flip loan, you'll pay origination points. That's what
Yeah.
the lender's getting that money right off the bat, like say 3%, and then of the total loan amount, and
Yeah.
then they're gonna win off of your interest only payments. So you have like say 6 months or 12 months or whatever to do it. Those payments you're making every month are interest only. They're not applying to nothing. They're just going straight to those guys' pocket. So every time you make that payment, it's lying in their pocket. So
Yeah.
and the interest rates are crazy. Like, yeah, the regular world is complaining about the interest rates spiking up to like 6% or something, right? And so like in hard money, you're talking
9.
a normal guy is like 9 to 12. Like, if you're just starting out, you're looking at 12 to 14% all day. Like, that's a normal thing to see. For us, like we were doing so many that we were down to like 6% and no origination points. But like, we're doing high volume. You know what I mean, we were doing a lot.
Yeah,
So
it's a
different.
lot of,
Yeah.
so-
But yeah, no money, man. There's
No,
no
so-
money involved.
so no
Like,
money,
you don't
so-
need the money. They ask you for that, but they don't ask for proof. Like, it's just like, I know guys that have gotten. I mean, I started off like that. I didn't have any money. I was doing the construction, the rehabs for guys I was just doing investor flips as a general contractor, and then we parlayed that into we knew all the lenders at the end of the day, and then we knew all of the wholesalers at the end of the day. So then we started selling houses, and then we kind of evolved into this thing.
So you had that vision, and then you were like, "Wait, those people can help us with that."
Right.
Yeah.
Disconnecting people. That's all it is, really. And then now, even now, like I tell people all the time, you can crowdfund. Like, you could go and get, you put a contract on a house and say you have to have $3,000 for the
Title or
yeah,
something.
right, to put down the EMD, right,
Yeah,
to lock the house up.
the
you just go to two
earnest
buddies or three buddies and say, hey, y'all throw $1,000 in each, and then I'll give you X amount of dollars in return if y'all want to get in on this house, and then bam, you got a house. You don't have to have any money.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. And like we have a guy right now that we're trying to help out, so we're putting him on a deal. Like we just brought him in. We're like, you're in. You're on the deal. It is what it is. You know. And so he'll get his $50,000 payout at the end, and it's a good thing.
Well, I wish we were your realtor.
Right.
I
right.
sure
Well, I
wish
don't know.
I
You might
could
want to
be.
talk to my realtors first.
Oh, hell no.
They're gonna beat us up.
They might have something different to say.
Yeah, I ain't
get
trying
sick
to
of
get
me.
beat up.
Yeah. Well, the thing they probably would say that I'm a pain in their ass. To be honest, sorry, I don't to cut.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
Oh, you
but
can't
so-
say that word.
No, you're
Sorry.
not allowed to
Just
say
start
ass
over.
on here.
Just start
Do
over.
not say ass on here, please.
Please don't.
We should not have had to agree this. So I'm used to wholesale, so it's fast. It's right now. There's no time. And like in y'all's world, man, sometimes it just drives me nuts because it's like, okay, well, we're gonna draw up an offer, and then we'll send it to you later, and then we'll know in a
Wait.
couple of days. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
in a couple of days. Like I'm trying to close tomorrow. What are we talking about?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm
drives
saying.
me
It's such a
nuts.
fast-paced
It's very
world
fast.
to be.
It's so exciting though.
Yeah, they're gonna say it's got to be exciting.
It's the only thing that keeps me going back to it. Like,
really.
Yeah. Because
how many houses have you flipped?
418.
No, that many already.
Five states. Yeah.
No, that's amazing.
It's a lot of work, and I think people underestimate how much it really is.
No, I've always talked about it to myself. I've always said to myself, like when I first got into real estate, I thought, well, I'm going to do real estate for a little while, really kind of get my hands in, dirty in this business, and then from that point on, learn so much about it that I can just start doing this whole flipping thing. But I always thought that I had to have a whole ton of money. But now you're saying I don't have to have money. So the first thing. So if somebody who's listening says, I want to get into this, what's the first thing they should do?
Relationships? Would that be like the big thing?
I would. If you got to have relationships, and so
They would be making relationships
with
with who?
With everybody. So the biggest factor and problem that plagues the industry is the contractor. To be honest, like
Okay.
it's terrible. And so we started off as a GC, but my business model was wrong. We were taking in. I was hiring other GCs. I was sucking them in, and I was giving them jobs, and I was just taking a management cut off the top. And so that's cool if you got an honest GC that's doing his job. But what happened to us for like the first year, we just had our ass handed to us. I mean, every time we turned around, we were losing money. Somebody was running off because these guys, if you pay them, they're gone. It's insane. And the Texas law is kind of crazy. Like there's not a whole lot you could do about it. Like.
Are they licensed?
Most of them are, yeah. That was one of the requirements. You had to have insurance and you had to have a license, but it doesn't mean a lot either.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing about that is one is how many contractors we have in San Antonio versus how many licenses we have.
Exactly.
Is
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
But the other part of that is that what they'll do is they'll close that company, remove their license from that being attached to that company with the city, and then they'll just reattach it to
Another LLC.
and they're good. They don't have to worry about another. And the thing, where the law flaw is that as long as they can say that they showed up and they were doing stuff,
An effort.
then all they have to do is tell the court that the price has changed or that it cost them more for this or whatever.
I couldn't get the supplies.
and then you become the problem. And so I've seen that till I'm blue in the face. It's
Too many
That's
loopholes.
frustrating.
Yeah, we just had a guy. Actually, I'm doing a project for Alpha Home. It's a nonprofit here in San Antonio that does women's treatment facility. They
okay.
rent,
Nice.
they lease a building from the Trinity Church. Actually, they're over off.
Oh, wow. Okay.
419 East Magnolia.
Oh.
No, they're awesome.
I know the
people.
area.
Yeah, and they're great. Their facility. They're like what they're doing for people is amazing. But anyway, so they hired us to do a bathroom. We did the bathroom for them, and then we didn't want to do another one because I was like, this is not really what our thing is. And so I told him, I know a guy, that I'll vouch for, and we'll bring him in and we'll let him do it. So we brought him in, made the introductions, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, he got paid his first draw, $23,000, gone.
No way.
Just like that, gone. Swear. So we've been there for 3 weeks now doing the work, me and my buddy ourselves.
Making up for it.
to make it up, because otherwise,
Because that was your word. I get it.
What are you gonna, and then they're a nonprofit. It's a grant. You know what I mean? It's donated
Yeah,
money that they're in.
exactly.
And the problem really
They can't
is,
afford to just let that go.
No, and well, and the bigger picture is that's part of a bigger grant, and so if that job wasn't completed on time, then the whole grant has to get given back, and they've already used the other 120,000. So you're talking about having
To repay it.
to repay it all back to who gave it to them.
Oh, that is
So
terrible.
it's, and for a place like that, it's terrible. You know, they're not generating income, so it's devastating.
That's crazy.
That breaks my heart.
I didn't realize
It
that
does me
that-
too, but I've been killing myself over there for like 3 weeks now, doing everything.
Yeah, but that just
ourselves.
shows your true colors of how you're,
It just says how Z-Line Foundation works and the integrity you guys have.
It's more of I've been there.
Yeah.
yeah.
I've been there. I've given guys in so much trust and money over time over the last few years, and had them run off that it's sad. You know, it's crazy, and that's just the way. So that's my advice. If don't do flips, but no, it's
Oh, you heard it here
it's
first.
Not,
Yeah, we want to be your competition.
No, but it's not the world you think it is.
Yeah.
It's not what you see in a seminar. It's not, hey, go learn this strategy and then you're going to do this strategy and it's going to work and it's printing money.
There's so much more to it.
It's complex. It's hard in getting into. If you're a guy that knows if you're a person that knows how to do contracting or construction, going in and flipping a house is a totally different animal.
Yeah.
So I was naive in that when I stepped into it from new production. I was like, oh man, we're doing 1,000 houses a year. I'll be able to take this and do it no problem. It's not true.
Yeah.
Like it spanked me for
Yeah.
a long time. So
That's
it's hard.
That is crazy. So you know, because we can go on and on forever
Yeah,
on this,
for sure.
but I want to mention this though before we wrap things up. But you mentioned that you offer classes, right? That to teach. Folks,
Yeah,
right?
so we do like a mentorship program. So we bring guys in, young guys or whoever. I met a guy yesterday, actually. I showed up to a listing, and there was a realtor there with his son. His son was looking for his first investment property.
Oh, nice.
So I'll take
Okay.
him in, and we'll let him roll with us. You know.
Oh, so they can shadow you.
He'll grind through it with us, and so we're not giving you a class. I'm not selling you a class.
Yeah, it's not a class.
It's a ride along.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm putting you to work.
No,
for a
this
couple
is
days.
hands-on
Yeah.
experience, hands-on.
And and what's cool about that is then I'm introducing you to the hard money lenders. I'm introducing you to the private lenders there's a lot here.
Oh,
San
that's
Antonio.
awesome.
I introduce you to the contractors. I introduce you to the wholesalers. Like the wholesale network, if you get in with the right people, you're made. Like it's like you have to have that because
Yeah.
if you're depending on like New Western or one of the big companies,
Oh, their cut is so huge.
right, it's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
I've done deals with them in the past where, you know, at the end, when I get the HUD, you know, they made like 70, 80 grand off me. You know what I mean? And
Off of $100,000 home.
right.
or
I mean, it's
What?
insane. And like the homeowner's not getting
Wow.
nothing. Yeah, because they can write up their commissions or whatever they want.
Whatever they
It's
want.
not like, yeah.
because they're getting the leads.
Yeah, we did 2 last year that were $100,000 a piece. Sign on the
Per deal.
assignment fee, $100,000 each.
Can I go work with you?
Now there were huge spreads. There were huge properties with huge amounts of work.
Yeah,
There was
I
a
imagine.
big deal, multi-million-dollar deals.
Yeah,
but
you got to work for it.
$100,000, like it's $100,000.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're done. Yeah, I know.
You get your check at title. Come get your check. You know? It's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, this has been really interesting.
Yeah, put my name on one of those checks. Yeah.
But yeah, I would say to do that. You need to do your research on lenders because lenders matter. Your network has to be amazing, and then don't do it unless you know a contractor that's reputable and will
yeah.
actually do
Okay.
and spend the money.
So got to do your homework.
And spend the money because the other problem is everybody buys a bad deal. They pay too much for their deal,
Yeah.
and then they want to make up for that by
Selling it
the
for more.
price of they want to
Yeah.
discount their work. They want to discount the rehab budget.
Oh,
So they want to take it back from the construction side, but it's going to cost what it's going to cost.
right.
And so, like, I can walk through a house. I've done so many of them. I can walk through a house and tell you this is what the layout needs to be changed to. This is what it's going to cost to do it. And 9 out of 10 times, a client will argue, "Well, no, I only have this budget because I heard in the seminar that, like, for like 2 years, I heard that every flip was supposed to be 30 grand because there was some Yahoo in town that was doing a class on the weekend saying every flip should be 30 grand." Well, the problem with that is that's not true. Like last year, our average for the year, 72 flips was $107,000.
Oh, it's way more.
It's way more because we gut houses all the way down to the stud and start over. That's to us, it's easier, it's faster. But if you think you walk through a house and you just know what you're gonna see, you don't. Because as soon as you open a wall up and you figure out that none of the electrical is to code, that's
Then you need to hire that out. Yeah.
$13,000 for, you know what I mean, gone to electrical system, or their AC units need to be replaced or whatever.
I just find it really fascinating. I seriously would one day would love to shadow you.
Yeah, we would love to have you.
What are you doing after this?
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to do the work. I don't mind getting dirty.
Yeah.
Like my hands dirty and stuff like. Well, that sounded terrible, didn't it? That didn't. Sound
No more
right at all.
margaritas.
Yeah. No more. I'm almost finished with mine too.
Are we recording?
Yeah, I hope so. Yes,
We're recording.
Okay, good. Honestly, I'm really thankful that I got to meet you the other day. We were at an event.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
That's right.
this is
Yeah.
my chance, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So this has been really, really, really good. So Zent. Oh, it did kick in.
Man,
Brent.
It didn't fail. That was good, though.
Brent Zook
Yes, sir.
with Z Line Foundation. Thank you for coming in.
No,
and
I appreciate
joining
it.
us.
Yeah,
I
no,
appreciate it.
appreciate
Yeah.
it. Sure.
We got to get our fan clap. Here it goes. You hear that? It's just one person, but I mean,
It means a lot.
It's effective.
It's very effective. Confident booster.
We appreciate you coming in, though, and at least sharing some insights on
Yeah,
that,
for
because
sure.
there's so many people out there that really want to get into this business, and they got to realize what it takes. But I do love the fact that you guys are offering, one, the mentoring, and then second, what you're doing for the community by giving back.
Thank you so much
So
for
thank you
doing
for
that.
that.
Yeah, no problem.
We appreciate that. All right, give it up for Brent. That's
Yeah,
great.
thank you,
guys.
Brent, and thank you everybody for listening to us.
Yeah, I
the
appreciate
podcast.
it. Do we have a magic word before we go? Ooh, what should it be?
What's a good word?
Zent.
Zent?
Zent.
Because it was.
Oh, it's with your
what he
first and
said.
last
That's
name.
what he said.
Okay,
There you go,
Zent.
Zent.
And you could spell it however you want.
Yeah,
You
we don't
coined
care.
it. I mean-
Yeah, I did. I did
Yeah.
coin it. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll see y'all next time. Bye. Say bye.
I don't know what he's doing.
Bye, guys.
Bye.